So to get to library research, go to the csuchico.edu website, and then over here in the top right corner, click on Library. The first thing that I suggest everybody do is to create an EBSCOhost account. This is separate from your portal account because there's no library link in your student portal. So you have to create a different account, and the best way to do that is to just start searching, and then there's a sign-in once you start searching. So I'm just going to type in gender as our example that we're going to use today. Once you type in gender, you can see that there's a sign-in right here. To create a new account is right here. But if you've already created one, then go ahead and sign in. And remember that this is not your portal account login, user ID, name, and password. This is something different that you're going to create. It can be any username and any password that you choose. It doesn't have to be your portal login. Okay? So once you have your account created, there's a lot of things that you can do, and it makes life a lot easier, and I'll show you those things throughout this video. The first thing that I wanted to go over is the different Boolean operators that you can use to search for things. So I have gender, which is a pretty broad topic. But if I go over here to refine my search, and then click on advanced search, I have a bunch of options. If I type in the word gender and put an asterisk next to it, that's going to search all forms of this word gender, whether it be the word genders or genders. It's going to search all forms of this word. If I use the word child, for instance, and did this, I'm going to come up with results for childs, and children even. So that's what this asterisk does. The second thing that I wanted to show you is the use of these drop-down arrows, and, or, and not. If you use the word and, that's going to have your results find something else. So if you use gender and handedness, it's going to have your results become anything that has to do with gender and the word handedness. Now if I use the word or, it's going to find anything that has to do with gender or handedness. So that's going to be a lot more results than gender and handedness, although they might not be quite what you're looking for if you're interested in researching your gender and your handedness. So the third one is going to be the word not. And the example I like to use for that is if you're interested in dolphins, but you're not interested in the Miami Dolphins for football, you're interested in the animals dolphins, that's going to give you all results that have to do with dolphins and football, or not football, but just the animals dolphins. If you are researching something and you want the entire word phrase to be researched and not each individual word in that phrase, you put them in quotations. So for example, if I was researching Lady Gaga and I wanted only Lady Gaga results and not results that have to do with Lady and Gaga, because they'll search Lady as its own entity and Gaga as another entity, put them in quotations and it'll only give you Lady Gaga rather than a million hits on Lady and a million hits on Gaga. And then if you put your results in brackets, then it's going to search very specifically. So if I'm interested in finding something on allergies, but I only want allergies that have to do with dogs and cats, or even and animals, this is going to give me only allergies with dogs and cats and animals, and not plants and pollen and all that. Okay, the next thing I wanted to show you guys is in databases. So to get to databases, you just click on Research Station and this will pop up. And if you go to databases A through Z, this is going to narrow down your search, especially if you are in the social sciences. Here you can look for something, you can search for something through a specific database rather than in the academic search, which is here, which is going to search all of your databases instead of just the specific one that you need. Second thing to note is that you may have seen on campus, if you use Google Scholar, that you will see the Find It at Chico button over on the side. Over here where this says PDF, sometimes they'll say Find It at Chico right here. If you're off campus, that's not going to happen. It's your internet connection to on campus which gives you that. But there's a way that you can do that off campus. If you are in the databases A through Z and you scroll down, Google Scholar is considered a database to search. So now if I go to gender, here's the Find It at Chico, and it's going to take me to the library website where I can do more with this file than I would be able to do just by using Google Scholar without being signed into the Chico State database. And as you can see here, it's in the JSTOR database. Okay. The other thing I wanted to show you is a pretty quick way to refine your search results. So if you have a professor who wants you to use only scholarly peer-reviewed journals, you can click on this. This has it so it's only full texts and not partial text that you're looking at. And here you can control the publication date. So if you're looking for something a little bit more recent, go ahead and type in 1990. The second thing that's really cool that this will do is that you can narrow it down to only academic journals, only periodicals, books, reviews, reports. And then the third thing that's really cool is it'll break down for you which database it found it in and how many there are. So if you are doing something on gender, but you're looking for more of a psychology point of view on gender, then click on Psych Info and that'll shuffle out all of the medicine things on gender or all the sociology things on gender. The third thing I want to show you is this Add to Folder feature that you can only really use if you are signed in. Here's how you create an account. Okay, so I already have this article right here added to a folder. See how it says add, remove, and this one just says add to folder. So you can control how if you want to add or remove an article from your folder on a page like this or through the folder page, which I'll show you in a minute. So if I'm interested in adding something to a folder, click on Add to Folder, and then either click on My Folder or another folder that you have that you want to add it to. The only two folders I have are My Folders and English 631 Research. So I'm just going to click on English 631 Research and have it add to that folder. If you want to look at your folders, what you can do is click on Folder over here. And if you click on here, my 631 Research English, it'll show 2 articles that I have in there and what they are. The other cool thing that this does is if you want to share a folder with another student that you might be doing research on or similar research with or working together in a group, you just click that share button and type in their email and it'll send you all the folders of that you guys need with each other. The other thing that the Chico State Library does that's really nice is it will email things for you. If you click on the actual article itself, right? I just clicked on it. There's a toolbar over here. Go add to folder, print, email, save, cite, export, create note. 2 really cool things I wanted to show you is this will cite this article for you in any form that you need it to be cited in, rather than clicking around trying to figure out how to MLA format this in your Works Cited page. It's already there for you. This will also email this article to you in the format that you need for that class. So if you need this emailed to yourself in an MLA format, it'll give you that option to email it to yourself in an MLA format. And the last thing that I want to show you is the Ask a Librarian tool. Right now, since this is a Saturday afternoon, there's no instant message with a librarian available, but from the hours of Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, you can have an instant message chat with a librarian that's sitting at the 2nd floor of the Merriam Library. The other thing is if you happen to be outside of those business hours or you don't want to have an instant message chat with a librarian for whatever reason, you can use the chat 24/7 button. And there is a librarian 24/7 who will be able to connect with you and help you with it. It just takes a minute longer to fill out this 24/7 help, but ultimately worth it if you need the help. I hope that this video tutorial helped you be able to navigate the library research a little bit easier and more efficiently. Thanks.